Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're doing amazing today. Today's video is going to be about evoking change and how you make a difference, how you influence change. And I'm going to be looking at this as far as the perspective of how change happens in the real world, what is done to evoke change, and how it translates to our gaming community of Warframe itself, and how we deal with and handle a lot of the developers out there. So one of the things we have to look at when it comes to change as far as the real world is that a lot of change is required due to tyranny or due to some of the mistreatment or unjust of people in the world today. And in some situations, the evoking of the change or the attempt to create the change are even done in a peaceful way, or in some situations they are done in a mass violence way. However, when we translate that into the gaming world, it is something quite different. It is one of those things where you really or hardly know what way or what you're supposed to do to create this change or evoke this change or influence this change. When it comes to a game like Warframe, we often request changes and we often desire different things in different aesthetics, or of course what some people may see or what we are see as hot fixes or updates or things that are required or desired to be done. Now, one of the things that also goes on and happens is that not everybody wants these changes. Not everybody desires these changes. If you look at things, example will be different reworks and different buffs and different nerfs. There are people on the right side spectrum or in different spectrum who feel like these changes should occur, and there are also people who feel like things are fine as it is. And this also is one of the ways things happen in the world today. So when we're looking at updates and we're looking at reworks, there are people who believe those reworks are supposed to happen, and there are those who believe they are fine as just as they are. And also, which brings us to one of those things where a lot of these situations will what we say or what we desire or what we are trying to achieve, will it make changes in the game? Because a lot of times we make things and we voice our opinions and we say things, but do we really want to change? A lot of times we may be saying we want something mainly because a lot of people say that might be the good thing or the best way to go, or we may say we need a change on something because that is what everybody else is doing, and we assumed maybe if we do this that will evoke change and change the fabric of reality in this game or in society in general. And when it comes to the devs in Warframe, and when they make constant changes or they make or do certain things, now it becomes one of those things where you try to understand, do they listen to the founders more than they listen to the general public, or do they listen to the general public more than they listen to the founders? Or do they listen to us at all as a community? This is one of those things, because also we have to consider that they cannot listen to everybody else's situation if they are not playing the game. However, when it comes to the community of Warframe itself, they cannot do everything we all require and what we ask for, mainly because we all have different ideas, we all have different opinions, so they will have to join the popular idea or the popular opinion into one pool and find something where we can all achieve a common ground and enjoy it together. However, like the world today, nothing really satisfies everybody. So, when we have those dev streams and we have concerns, and a lot of us type those things into the comment section, does our dev stream comments really even count on Twitch and YouTube? Do they read those things and put it into consideration, or are we just wasting our time typing things on the keys and hoping that they will make it changes? And even those forums on Warframe, the Warframe forums, the Reddit forums, the different fan sites, do a lot of those and a lot of our decisions and opinions count? Does DE watch a lot of these YouTube videos and look and read at the comments and see what the concern of the people are? And does Twitter Rampage count if and when it comes to it? And even I've seen situations where a lot of us, when we get fed up, and I'll be honest with you, I've said it myself too at a point in time, we say things like, I'm quitting the game, I'm not coming back to the game because they did this, they did that. And a lot of those decisions bring us to one of those questions: that is DE's decision financially motivated? Are they doing things based on how much plats you buy? Are they doing things based on how much money you spend on Prime Access? Example, a lot of us complain about the price and the cost of Prime Access, and then we still go back and buy these things because of course we just cannot let go of the hype and the desire, which makes you think, are we all even hypocritical of the things we said we want? Because on 1 minute we say we want this change or we want this desire, but do we want these things mainly because we cannot achieve what everybody else is having? Or do we want this change in general so everybody can benefit? Because there's a difference between somebody who wants a change basically because they cannot acquire Excalibur Prime and other people are having it, and somebody who wants a change basically because they want everybody to enjoy and have fun in the game and really don't care about what the Founders Pack items was. Now, we all have those desires because we all love nice things. We love beautiful things. We love amazing things, shining gold, everything. We love those things in the game and we would love to enjoy that. But you know, in some situations, the cost may be too high. For a game as evolutionary as Warframe, do we think all our answers will be answered, or that is just a matter of time and workload for them to get to a lot of those things? And do we even want the change, or are we just on the hype train as far as change is concerned? Because that's one of those things where you have to really think about. If they make a change for what and on what you desire and what you've been asking for, will you really be satisfied? Will you really be filled as far as this goes? Let me know in the comment section how and what you think and how we can influence change in Warframe and how we can make our voice count and how decisions can be made as far as the devs are concerned. Do you think it's just a matter of time for them to get to a lot of things we requested? Do you think they're even going to do it at all? Or do you think they're never even going to read or watch or listen to a lot of the voices in the forums? Or do you think they only select the decision and the complaints of an elite group? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you love and enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you would love to see more on this channel, hit that subscribe button. As always, it is DA signing out. I'll see you in the next one.